how would you compare our product that you are selling with all the other products that are out there in the market, both to students and also consultancy?
That's a very good question. So when I get this question from clients, I basically say I'm not an expert on MBAs. I'm an expert on our MBA and what we do. And I think one differentiator, I think all MBAs have an element of consultancy in them. What's different from ours since 1965, right at the beginning when it started, which has been improved over time, is consultancy at the core of what we do. So the premise being that you can learn stuff in the classroom, regurgitate it, you can do case studies, or you can do a very difficult thing of working 3 times, first of all in the social impact sector, then in the commercial sector for 2 days a week for 10 weeks, and then full-time. And that is very different to other MBAs. If I were to compare our offer with that from Deloitte or McKinsey or whoever else, one obviously is the price point. But another, and I've heard this from people who've used both, them and us, is so a major corporate, that if you've got something which is absolutely huge, then almost certainly you're going to go McKinsey or Deloitte or whatever else. And you're probably, possibly going to get stock answers because that's what they always do and they're grounded in the context. Whereas if you come to us, it's going to be a while until they get up to speed, nerd factor. But then you're going to get people from a totally independent angle who aren't looking for themselves for repeat work. I'm looking for repeat work for future MBAs, but I think if you go to a Deloitte or a McKinsey, then they will be looking on for the follow-on project. And perhaps there's a bit missing to say, well, you come back to us and pay £100,000. The other difference is the price point. So for us, you're paying a lot of your time, but you're paying something like 3.5, 4K for the final one plus travel, round about a K for the middle one, and pro bono for the first one.
Yes. No, I mean, it does make me reflect, actually, and I have been reflecting recently with comments on the book, that the consultancy that we deliver in the business school is sales light.
Yeah.
So it's really all about delivery of the project.
Yeah.
And there is a kind of a culture of selling that you need to have to bring people on board. So the kind of process elements, the communication that you do is very salesy. But actually within our projects, the students essentially focus on delivering something that's already been sold. And the other consultancy textbooks may well have quite a large chunk on the selling process, which we don't hugely address, actually. But you do. So maybe there's a book there for you.
Lovely.